name is Saktiandi Supaat. It's a bit of a mouthful, so I recommend that you call me just Andy, with an I, Andy. I'm 42. I have 3 kids, 2 sons, age 8 and 5, a daughter age 12. I work in a bank. I'm the head of FX research. Prior to that, I was an economist, senior treasury economist in the United Overseas Bank. And prior to that, of almost slightly more than a decade, I was an economist in the economic policy department of the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So my involvement in MAS and also in other platforms like Spring and other boards I'm in has allowed me to understand a bit more on public policy issues, and also in some ways introduced me to understand early on the trade-offs, the issues that policymakers face when handling various economic concerns. But today I just want to highlight to you 2 main highlights or 2 main episodes in my life, and I hope it resonates with you and also with the residents with why I'm actually has decided to come forward. So first is my early childhood. So my early childhood, I was born and raised in a kampong for almost slightly more than a decade, in Kampong Tempe off Jalan Siantan, which is slightly off 6th Avenue. It's not there anymore. I was raised by my mum, who's a Malay radio DJ. My father was a policeman. I think they have raised me and my sister very well, and they've worked hard to raise us during the periods where Singapore was growing. What I want to highlight is that throughout my childhood years, I've seen Singapore progress. From a kampong, when we moved to HDB, I've seen Singapore progress, and also from the period when the MRT started being built over time, and I see it progressed throughout my childhood years up till where I am now. And the progress that Singapore has seen in terms of providing me a good education, providing me a good platform for my family to build a good life, and I really treasure that. What's important is that I believe in the Singapore dream. To work hard and study hard, there may be setbacks, you may face difficulties, but at the end of it all, us Singaporeans will actually still do very well. And I want to continue to further contribute to Singapore's development so that our future generation, my children as well, to actually get that opportunity to see the progress of Singapore over the past 40 years that I've seen over the next 50 years. And that's one of the reasons. That's first. Second is my involvement in community. As you all know from my profile, I have been involved in community for the past 10-11 years. I first started off in the Association of Muslim Professionals, in the youth wing of the Association of Muslim Professionals almost 11 years ago. I started off in the youth wing, helping out mostly in career guidance, a bit more on the economic issues and employability. And then I moved on into the Community Leadership Forum, Malay Muslim Community Leadership Forum, helping out a bit more on the social enterprise, trying to encourage a bit of social enterprise amongst youth, as well as to work on employability issues in the Malay Muslim community. Then I started helping out in Kolam Ayer since 2009 in the branch, and from then proceeded towards helping out in Bishan-Toa Payoh GRC over the past 3 years, starting off Bishan North and then now in Toa Payoh East. In Toa Payoh East, for example, I'm also the Pioneer Generation Ambassador, so I've been going around meeting elderly residents to help them to understand a bit more of the PG. So that's one example, as well as being involved also in municipal issues and also town council issues, and also at the same time, like I mentioned just now, helping out Mr. Zainuddin and other grassroots leaders meeting residents on a regular basis. So helping out at the branch visits and also house visits showed me that there are residents out there who have fallen between the cracks, such as vulnerable families, single breadwinners with children to fend for, also single mothers with very young children. So the key thing is also some of them have very young children, and how they can actually tide through difficult times is quite important. So I think what's important is that they need assistance, and how we can help them, and how they will actually require assistance is actually also quite important. So these families or individuals may actually not know actually where the assistance are or where to approach. So I think it's our job to actually do that, to help them out. And those are the 2 sort of key things, the highlights that I want to share. So essentially in the end, the role of a dedicated MP, in my view, are 3 things, right? Is to raise issues or debate issues on a national level. Second, essentially municipal issues. So Bishan-Toa Payoh GRC has municipal issues, how the dedicated MP may contribute towards that. Finally, the other thing that I think it's also important is the gotong roying spirit. So the dedicated MP's role is to make sure the community spirit or the gotong roying spirit remains kicking and alive within Bishan-Toa Payoh, and I think that's very important. If you like, or given the opportunity, I would try my best to serve as that dedicated person, together with the other PAP colleagues from Bishan-Toa Payoh GRC, and serve to the best of my abilities. Thank you.